Hello, everyone. Crystal here with your Thursday daily tarot reading. In this reading, we'll be picking up on the overall energy of the day. If you're here, this reading is for you. So let's get right into it. We have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups in reverse, the Six of Cups upright. And for whatever reason, I felt to pull us a love message. And we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are worth exploring. So we'll talk about what that is. All right, but first off, we have the Ace of Swords, which is a very encouraging card to see, especially during kind of cloudy times like this. There's a lot of energy right now that's pushing us forward, but there's also a lot of energy that is dialing us back. So it can be very weird, like you could feel like you're moving forward with something in one area of your life, but being completely stalled in another one. So when I see the Ace of Swords, I'm super happy because I feel like the clarity comes. The idea or the organization that you've been looking for in some way happens. It's like when you've been looking for the perfect car and you finally find it, or you've been looking for the perfect words to say to someone who you care about. It comes in. Sometimes the Ace of Swords is that book that you just needed to read. Like, I love it when synchronicities just come in. One of my students who's now like a friend to me, we always joke about how we have so many synchronicities within our life. And the Ace of Swords kind of makes me think of those moments that me and her have when we're like, oh my gosh, here I am saying that I wanted a pink wig and a frisbee, and then someone walks up to me with a pink wig and a frisbee. Obviously, none of you all are asking for that, I know, but it's just crazy, I think. Like some people get so far off in their spiritual journey where they just feel like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, but those of you who feel still kind of like mind blown by like God showing up or the universe putting you at the right place in the right time, don't feel bad. I just think that puts you in a state of gratitude and not just being like a know-it-all or being ungrateful. And I think that kind of ties into this Four of Cups in reverse. It's like, I'm not saying you're ungrateful if you feel like, I'm not surprised anymore, but some people just forget to kind of be humble, over time, or to be appreciative of gifts that do come in, because it is something to be happy about. And what's the other word I'm looking for? Appreciative of. So I love that the Ace of Swords is here. It gives you, the great day to have the conversation. Great day to talk to whoever you need to speak to, break up with whoever you want to break up with, hit on whoever you want to hit on. The Ace of Swords just knows exactly how to lead you in the right direction. So I heard publishing as well. Some of you all out there have been thinking about writing a book or journaling or sharing your voice with the world. Go ahead and do it. The Ace of Swords is giving you not only the courage, but the know-all of how to do so. Next, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So this is finally being appreciated. You ever had that moment at work where you just snap and then all of a sudden now your boss realizes how much they do appreciate you? Or that moment where you just, stop dealing with someone in your life, maybe because the energy was off or the relationship just wasn't equally yoked anymore. Like they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder or something like that. Like basically sometimes when you're away from people or not in their in their energy field, they all of a sudden realize, man, I do miss you talking to me every day, or I do miss you cooking that lasagna, or I do miss you being a great employee and I forgot how shitty everybody else was. And so the Four of Cups in reverse allow someone in your life to see how great you actually are. Hey, Vara, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. And I think that's a great feeling. And a lot of you too are realizing that life is a gift today too. Whenever the Four of Cups is in reverse, you're complaining less. Sometimes we can just bitch and complain and nag about life and our weight and our job and our money. And it's like we complain so much we forget to be grateful. And so the Four of Cups comes in and helps us find that gratitude for the day. All right. And then last but not least, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is just, it just makes me so happy because nothing more beautiful than innocence. Nothing more beautiful than someone who just really loves you for you. Not what you have, not what you offer them, not what favors you can do for them, but it's just a beautiful feeling of someone who just wants to hear what you have to say because they value your opinion. Or just that kid. We all remember being a child and being on a playground and someone just wanting to get to know us and be our friend. And that's the Six of Cups. It brings back today is a day where you'll want to listen to like the old school music and maybe reminisce or miss people who you haven't had in your life in a while. Maybe you'll be making a lot of phone calls or reaching out to them. The Six of Cups is soulmates as well. So get out there. For all my single people, today is a great day to kind of get out there, date, meet some new people. If you feel called, because I heard the word apologize, so some of you feel like you need to apologize to someone, go ahead. Or maybe some of you all will get an apology today, which I think, as we know in life, I was talking to someone about this. How often do we really get closure? How often do we really you know get that understanding from someone else, or that apology when someone has wronged us? It happens sometimes, but not often. So the Six of Cups is saying, say what you need to say, but also allow yourself to be felt and heard and to be loved on, because today, yes, the past can creep back up on you, but I think it brings more of a positive energy flow or feeling than something negative. So I would say go ahead and entertain it. You might feel pulled in two different directions, as I said earlier, but in general, I just feel like you should go for it today. I like the energy of Thursday. All right, and then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Let's see what this card is about. Page 77. All right, and this card says, the stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you've met someone who's made your heart leap, and you wonder whether you wonder whether to pursue him or her. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. Take the action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you've recently been longing for some romance in your life, this card is a signal to. This card is a signal to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself by, for example, treating yourself to a luxurious massage or a pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First, affirm that it is already inside of you. A partner definitely brings these feelings to surface. However, they were within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and throughout your relationships. In some cases, you'll receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of the people you meet who may be potential partners, as well as finding yourself at potential places to meet partners. This will be locations or events associated with your hobbies and interests, okay? So get out there, guys. Hurry up before Mercury goes retrograde. No, let me stop. And you guys, Mercury retrograde is not the worst thing, okay? It's just not the time to feel forced to push and go and, assert all these new things that you never thought about before and not read the fine print. Life still goes on even with or without Mercury retrograde, okay? But you don't want to miss the fact that you fell madly in love within a week, and the person who you fell in love with is actually heavily on meth, okay? And they didn't want to tell you, but because you fell head over heels and missed the signs and didn't pay attention to the details, you now found yourself in something of a codependent relationship, and and that's not to throw shade to anybody if they watch this channel and they use meth, okay? But it's not healthy for us. We do know that. And if you're a person who's not a drug user, then you would be like, man, I don't know if this is something I can deal with, right? So it's just a time where you miss little details. But right now we're in the pre-phase. Yes, it can still happen, but it's not as intense. So use these good energy days to move forward with some different things that you've been wanting to bring about in your life, all right? So have a great one. And as always, I will talk to you later.